that was probably the biggest life change, is that I was a victim. I really was a victim. And I went from victim to victor mindset. That's the best way I can put it. I was like, oh, I'm sick. I'm this. I would get a headache and my mom would give me something called Noadhina, which is like Tylenol. And I would have a cough. Oh, here, take this cough syrup. Oh, I don't, like it was always like, especially, in Latin America or, Spanish people, we always have like a little remedy, a little something. Let me give you a little something for that. It's never like, oh, well, your body's going to heal itself. That idea is not even there. Like you have to take something for you to be healed. That's a mentality. So the problem with that is that you're a victim. You're like, where's the thing that I need? The one thing, where's that thing? And that's how that's programmed in me, and probably for generations and ancestrally, we all felt that way, right? That was the problem. I was a victim. Like, oh, things are happening to me. I mean, I had kidney stones when I was 14. I had like this blue mole that was cancerous removed when I was 10. I had appendicitis. Like I've had like 10 surgeries before the age of 18. And I was like, oh, the one thing is that surgery I needed. Oh, I need that one surgery so I can be all whole again. And it was psycho because you're always a victim, right? You're like, oh, poor me. And I'm not going to lie. I kind of even liked it because if I was in the hospital or I didn't feel good, and my family gave me a lot of love. And I was like, oh, I get all the attention. This is so exciting, So it's like a spiral of victimhood where you're a victim and it feels good because you get the attention. So why get out of it? And then I met my husband. He was like, oh, I was like, no, I'm a sick person. You don't want to be with me. I'm going to be sick. He was laughing. He's like, you have so much energy. You're crazy. You're awesome. You're going to live forever. And I'm like, really? And he was the first person to really tell me that. Like, you're going to live a really long time. And honestly, your body heals itself. And I was like, shut up. I don't even know what that means. And then I somehow started getting my power back through that message. I reprogrammed. I mean, obviously I married him. I was like, I don't know who you are, but I want to marry you because it feels good to understand that. I was able to gain control and power of my health. I always felt like health was outside of me, right? I need the shot. I need the pill. I need this. I need the surgery. And then when I'm like, oh, wait, I can do it. Oh, it's going to happen. And like God gave me all the things, like my body will heal. And you also feel crazy. You're Latin. You're like, oh, you're crazy. You have all these crazy thoughts and you're going 100 miles an hour. And and I was a kid. It's like, be quiet, be, still, stop talking, And so gaining your power back and becoming a victor versus a victim, that changes the game. And you apply that in any aspect. It really changed the game, but in health, especially, because when you're like, oh, I don't even want to get started. I don't even want to go to the gym and I'm overweight or I'm tired or I had a long day. It feels so good to be in your power and be like, I love myself and here I am. And
yeah. So and I would say like, did you like start small? Like start like at least like, no. Okay, I'm going to eliminate. No. You just went right in.
Robin understands. Well, with working out, you mean, or with?
No, I meant like with food, like when you started to like change that mindset.
It was an evolving process, of course. And I didn't set out. This is what I'm trying to say is that I didn't set out to eat healthy. That wasn't a goal. I set out to like be a mom and do my business and dance. And then I noticed, okay, well, when I teach a lot of people, it doesn't feel good to have the checkers and the McDonald's afterwards. Like I feel my stomach hurts. You know what felt better? Green juice. Oh, this feels better. And oh yeah, this again, organically happening. So it was a slow process because it happened organically. And also in college, I took a class. I have my degree in sociology. And one of my professors is a medical sociologist. And we went in depth on nutrition. And I actually ended up doing my thesis on the social construction of diets. So I dove like deep into diets and how to eat and all the things. And then it was through my study of the different diets that we've had over the course of 100 years that I realized, oh, we just need to eat like life foods, like what God gave, the apple, the protein. And then I have evolved from then also because I wanted to add more muscle. So it's been an evolving process. So yes, it's been slow, but it's been organic. And it really, a lot of it was based on, I just want to feel good. That was, you will feel so much better if you put down the checkers, You go to class and then you come home and you're having your green juice or you're having your eggs, you're having your life foods, your green, you just feel so much better. And then as a mom, it feels so good to feed my kids good stuff.
I can agree with you there too, because it's been evolving, for me in my health journey too. It's been, I had a lot of struggles and changing your mindset and like starting slow and giving yourself some grace too. If, you're doing really well and stuff and you're like stuck, you're in between baseball games and travel ball or whatever you're trying to do. And, the only thing that's there is McDonald's. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to give myself some grace too and go pick up that cheeseburger. But you know what? Instead of the cheeseburger, I'm going to get a double cheeseburger, but I'm going to take off the bun today. Kind of start to improvise a little bit and say,
baby
okay.
Steps,
and that's what one thing I try to always teach, my kids too, is it's about giving yourself some grace. And this is all I have to offer. Okay. I'm going to do something else to try and eliminate something. And
it's true.
And the way you feel too, because now for me, like when I do have, I do, still splurge and have crappy foods, but I feel like crap afterwards.
Right. You're like,
so now my body's like almost like rejecting the shitty foods.
Right.
And there was
the shitty foods.
We always have to get her when she says
that's
shitty.
Important that you said that too, Nella, because as you talked about that, I thought about that all or nothing mentality. And sometimes you think you have to have it all right then, or you can't do anything. So you can start small. You can start with, like you said, if that's all you have, then start eliminating some stuff, So yeah, that's what I thought about as you talked about
I love progress over perfection. That's huge because I am an all or nothing girl. Robin, listen, Robin's hardcore. She's an amazing dancer. Like when she came to my class, I was like, what? Who's that? Okay. She gets me. She's my people.
Especially when she has a glass of wine or two.
Let's go.
Or especially when, and here's one of the best things, and I was a little upset that she didn't come in with it because, one of our things is that Jean and I love our little ball caps, but not allowed to wear a ball cap anymore. And so, I asked if she would wear her ball cap because sometimes you don't understand every podcast. Like it's always about trying to just get Nella. Like one of these days she's going to punch me in the face. Like she just is, because I've been like holding on to this one because, I was like, Jeannie, where's your ball cap? Where's your ball cap? So she went down. And so, yeah, we dance a lot better when we have our ball cap. But I'm also making sure that
I identify as a
barrette.
Barrette.
My pronouns are messy hair, don't care.
So I'm not really a ball cap. So I'm still within our guidelines of Bella Mental Health of not wearing a ball cap because I identify as a barrette. But
that's a big barrette.
Robin, see, oh my God, you have yours too. I didn't even see. Oh my God.
I made her go get it. But it's so cute because I was like, I literally was almost late this morning because I went back to go get my hat. This was just for you, Nella, because here's the thing. Because and I will tell you that, we talk about stuff and Nella's very good about, yes, I am very different. And I think that's why, like the first day I was like, oh, because it's like when you said it's the authenticity and it's the passion. And this girl was all over the place. And it was so cute because yesterday we were talking and she goes, yeah, but Robin, like I'm a lot. I go, I'm twice you. I could put you in my pocket. So you're a lot. I'm a whole lot.
I love that.
But even with that, there is a time and a place, and even being able to bring that in. And that's why they know I'm always so, thankful that, because it is a lot of times. And for all of us, different things, it's like we do have to be like small and it's to accommodate other people. And even like coming through, all of our journeys, she's not small. She's like 4'2", but she is like 8'9" when she's teaching. And it's just because she's the product, and that's why I know, like we always talk about in here, like, yes, you can go to a therapist, you can do this, you can do this, but it's like, you're the product, you know what I mean? And so when it is really who you are.